In this video, we're going to go over ad images. It's an important part of your Facebook ad. Most Facebook ads have ad images. So what are the images that get attention in the newsfeed? So you got to think of the mindset of the users on Facebook. They're casually browsing their newsfeed and they're not really searching for things. So it's very different from Google search. They're casually browsing, they just want to see what their friends are up to. The more amateurish the image, the better response you're going to get. So stuff taken with your smartphone, stock images or professionally done images don't work as well as amateurish images where something is more natural, more organic. So think about using images of yourself, people in your business, or your customers. Okay? Think of an image that evokes your target customer on a personal and emotional level. So for example, a very good type of image would be something, let's say you have your face, but instead of looking directly at the camera, you want to look to the side. And what that does is it subconsciously makes the person who's looking at the image look in the direction of where your eyes are. It's a very emotional thing that happens. So that's one way of doing it. And finally, think of the image and think of it as an image that you would post on your own Facebook page. Would you post this image and share it with your friends? So those are the things that you need to think about when you're thinking of an ad image for your Facebook ad. So here are things that you shouldn't do. You shouldn't use stock images from Photodune, Deposit Photos, or any other stock image library. That doesn't mean you can't use it as part of your own image. So let's say you have a nice stock image of a background of a grass field and you want to Photoshop yourself into it. That's fine. But just don't use stock images generically because they'll just glaze over it. Okay. And then another thing is using images you don't have permission to use. You don't want to do that. And adult content. So anything shocking, anything that's too sensational, anything that's too disrespectful or extreme violent images, you might get a better response, but they won't be allowed on Facebook. Your ad will get flagged. And one thing that Facebook is very particular about is before and after images. They do not allow you to have before and after images that portray the ideal body type. Okay, that's very important. Facebook does not allow that. And then another thing that Facebook does not allow is using the Facebook logo. So they don't want you to tarnish their logo, so don't add any Facebook logos into your ad image. And the image shouldn't show functionality that does not exist. So for example, if you create like an image that has a button and that button doesn't work, Facebook doesn't want that. Okay, you don't want to add stuff that doesn't exist. So here are some examples of great images. Here I have Ryan Dice from Digital Marketer. Here's an image of his face, and it's basically kind of like a blackboard, and he has 212 blog post ideas. So one thing interesting about this image is that it piques your curiosity. It's half a guy's head, he's looking at you, and then it's very amateurish looking, right? This looks like a cutout of his face, so it grabs your attention. Here's another one that's really interesting. It's a little stool where you put below your toilet so you can have it's like a potting stool. So this is really interesting because it tells you how it works, and then there's a female image, which is good. It always gets good responses. So let's go to some more examples. So here's another one, Frank and Oak. Get this for $10 while quantities last. It's very simple, very clear. There's a tie there, simple. There's a easy call to action that you can understand, and it's very good. Here we have Plated. So Plated is a service that sends you ingredients and instructions so that you can create your own healthy restaurant meals at home. So as you can see, it's a very unique image. It's one person opening a box with all the nice ingredients, and then here we have a nice plate. Here's another one, free trial. And this was from a site called NatureBox, where they send you healthy nature inspired snacks that are healthy. So again, very amateurish, just somebody holding the product on a beach with their hand out and free trial. So here's another one. This is from a local website, a local cash convenience store that's located near a university. And it's just basically a picture of the product. And if you look at the text here, everything you need, including Subway. So they even have a Subway within the shop. And it's great for students. If you're a student, you're going to need bread, chip, all this other stuff here. So it's catered towards students because it's near a student university. So that's a very good image. Here we have Club W, which is it's a wine club. They send you wines every month. And here we have the wines. It's a nice picture of the product. Okay, here's one. This is a screenshot of a game in development for Unity 5. It's a very good image because it uses colors very efficiently. These colors, if you're scrolling down, they're very deep, very dark. It stands out from the Facebook interface. And here again we have the same thing. The red color stands out, the black coffee here. Really good image. So one thing that you want to keep in mind is when you're creating your images is to not have more than 20% text in your image. There's this tool here, just copy and paste this, and you'll basically be able to upload your ad image, and then Facebook will tell you if you have too much text or not. So generally we want to keep the text to 20%, so that's maybe a headline and a subheadline, not too much. So if you're just getting started, you don't have Photoshop, there's tools that you can use for editing online. I use canva.com. It's very convenient, it's very easy to use, and it's free. Also, there's another service called PicMonkey, which is also very good. And then finally, if you want to get your hands dirty, you can use Photoshop.